So let us start with exercise 2.3. In exercise 2.3, we have many questions, out of which let us start with question number 1. Question number 1 is divide p of x by g of x and find quotient and remainder. So in this question they have given p of x and g of x and we have to do nothing but divide, right? So let us start the division process. X cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Here we will be writing x square minus 2. Check whether the powers are in descending orders or not. Here we have x term missing, right? But let us see without that we can solve it or not. So let us start with step 1. If you have practiced enough for this division process, you won't need any kind of steps to write over here, but for your clarity we will be writing the steps just for your help. So step 1 is this term divided by this term, x cube divided by the first term, x square. What is the answer? Only x. So we'll write x over here. Now multiply both the terms with x. So x square into x becomes x cube. Now very important, take care. 2 into x is 2x, right? But the next term we have is 3x square. So this doesn't match. 2x below 3x square. It won't match, right? So where is the term containing x? Plus 5x. So if you can write minus 2x below plus 5x, then we can have any kind of mathematical operation between them, right? So you will skip this space, alright, and we'll write the 2x term over here. Okay, now sign change. X cube cancelled, plus 5x plus 2x, that is 7x. Alright, now this term is unutilized, so you will be repeating this term over here. So this is minus 3x square. Here it is plus 7x, and as per our rule we have to repeat the next term as well. Okay, so step number 2. This is the first term, that is 3x square, upon our first term of divisor is x square. X square gone, only 3 is remaining, and don't forget the minus sign. So right now it is minus 3. So put minus 3 over here, multiply x square into minus 3 is minus 3x square, minus 2 into minus 3, that is plus 6. So we'll write over here. Leave the space, sign change, minus 3x square plus 3x square 0. This term is unutilized, write down x, minus 3 minus 6. What will be the answer? Minus 9. Okay, now you see we have remainder 7x minus 9. You will think that we can still go on, but you see power of this is 1 and power of this is 2. So the power of degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor. So we will not continue. So we will stop over here. So our quotient will be x minus 3. Our remainder will be 7x minus 9. So this is the solution of first question. Moving on to the next question, that is p of x, x4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. You see x cube is missing over here. Here we have g of x, which is not arranged properly, x square plus 1 minus x. So let us solve the initial problems first. X raised to 4. Now what we'll write? We'll write 0x cube over here. Then we'll continue with the process. 0x cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. Now going for g of x, first term is x square, then decreasing order minus x, then plus 1. Starting with the step 1. X raised to 4 upon x raised to square will give x raised to 2. So first we will multiply with x square. X square into x square, you get x raised to 4. Minus x into x square will give you minus x cube. Plus 1 into x square will give you plus 1x square. Leave some space, change all the sign, cancel wherever possible. 0x cube plus x cube will give plus x cube. minus 3x square minus x square, that is minus 4x square. Repeat the next term, that is 4x. Now moving on to step 2, that is x cube. Here we have x square, so only x raised to 1 or x left. If you are confused what we are doing, we are just writing the first term of remainder and then first term of divisor, and doing the division we get whatever we have to put over here. So let's put plus x over here. Multiplying x square with x gives you x cube, minus x into plus x will give you minus x square, 1 into x will give you 1x. Leave space, change the sign, cancel where possible. Minus 4x square plus 1x square gives you minus 3x square, plus 4 minus x, so 3x. Repeating this term over here will give you 5. Now the last step, step number 3. First term of this minus 3x square, first term of that x square, cancel, minus 3. So let us put minus 3 over here. Multiply x square into minus 3, minus 3x square, minus x into minus 3, 3x, plus 1 into minus 3, minus 3. Leave some space, change the sign, cancel where possible. Plus 3x minus 3x is also cancel. Plus 5 plus 3 is plus 8. Now we cannot go forward. So finalizing our answer, quotient is x square plus x minus 3. Remainder is plus 8. So that is the solution of the second question. Now next question is divide x raised to 4 minus 5x plus 6 by 2 minus x square. Right? Again you can see some missing term, but now let us see if it can be solved without putting the 0x terms or not. So let us start with a very simple process. So x raised to 4 minus 5x plus 6. Over here it is 2 minus x square. Rearrange it, you will get minus x square plus 2. Rearranging. Alright. Starting with the step 1. X raised to 4 upon minus x square. So minus will come out upside and 4 minus 2 will be square, x square. So putting minus x square over here, multiply. Minus into minus plus, x square into x square is x raised to 4. Next term, plus 2 into minus x square. What we will do? Right? So here we don't have any x square term. But right now we are getting my plus into plus 2 minus x square. So let us ignore everything and write minus 2x square. Okay. Put the line, sign change. Okay. Cancel wherever possible. Now what to do? You cannot have the mathematical operation between 5x and 2x square. So what to do? So the trick is you write the term with the higher degree first and then the lower degree. So plus 2x square will be written first, then you will write minus 5x and repeat plus 6 if possible. Clear? See, don't be confused. Even if these minus 5x and plus 2x square cannot be solved directly. One is x square. So what to do? Put the higher term first, then the lower term, then repeat. Moving on to step 2. 2x square upon minus x square. So x square cancel, minus goes upside. Now only you have 2. So putting minus 2 over here and then we will multiply. So minus x square into minus 2 is plus 2x square plus 2 into minus 2 minus 4. This term we don't have any term containing x, so we will leave this empty. Okay. Change the sign, cancel wherever possible. Repeat whatever is unutilized. Plus 6 plus 4 is plus 10. Now see, degree of this remainder, highest degree is 1, but here it is 2. So now division is not possible. So whatever remaining is becomes the remainder. So quotient q of x is minus x square minus 2, remainder is minus 5x plus 10. So that is the solution of question number 3. Now moving ahead with question number 2, read the question very carefully. Check whether first polynomial is the factor of second polynomial. How we will check? By dividing. Okay, so just by using common sense, this is our p of x and this is our g of x. So divide p of x by g of x, right? Now how to decide that whether this is a factor? How to decide, right? So the hint is after division, if the remainder is 0, then yes. If it is not 0, then the answer will be no. Clear how to determine the factors? Okay, now what we'll do, we'll start the division process. So I'll be rubbing this. Quickly read how to decide it is factor. Division process, if remainder is 0, then yes, it is a factor. Not 0, no, it is not a factor, right? So let us start with the division process. 2t raised to 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. Over here t square minus 3. Okay, everything is in descending order. Clear? Step 1 is 2t raised to 4 upon t square. So 2 will remain and t raised to 2. Okay, is it visible properly? 2t square. So multiply it with 2t square. 2t square into t square will give 2t raised to 4. Minus 3 into 2, that is minus 6t square. Next term is t cube. If we write t square below t cube, it will create confusion. So what we'll do? We'll find t square term and then we'll write it below. Minus 3 into 2t square is minus 6t square. Right? Leave space, change the sign, cancel wherever it is possible. Repeat the remaining term. 3t cube. Now plus minus 2 plus 6. So the answer is almost 6 minus 2. What is 6 minus 2? It is 4t square. And repeat the next term. Step number 2. 3t cube upon t square. First term is 3t cube, then first term is t square. So 3 will be remaining. T raised to 3 minus t raised to 2 is 3t. So here we'll write 3t. Let us see what happens now. 3t into t square becomes 3t cube. Minus 3 into 3, that is minus 9t. So minus 9t we'll write over here. Okay. Minus plus. Cancel it. Unutilized terms will be written first. Minus 90 plus 90 will be cancelled. So minus 12 will be repeated. Clear? Step number 3. 4t square upon t square will give 4. So 4 is to be written over here. Check the sign properly. We don't have any problem of negative terms. So 4 into t square, 4t square, minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. Leave space, change the sign, cancel wherever it is possible. Now you see, what is the quotient? Quotient is 2t square plus 3t plus 4. Remainder r of x is 0. If r of x is 0, the answer is yes. The first term is the factor of the second term. Likewise, you will be solving the next question. The next question is a big one. We have to divide this by this. So without wasting time, let us go for the division. Check while writing that they are in descending order or not. I hope you have known till now that all the terms are in descending order. Okay, so step 1 is 3x raised to 4 upon x square. So that will give you 3x square. Writing 3x square over here and multiplying 1 by 1. X square into 3x square, 3x raised to 4, 3x into 3x square, 3 into 3 is 9, x into x square is x cube. 1 into 3x square is plus 3x square. Leave space, change the sign, cancel, which is possible. Plus 5x cube minus 9x cube, that will give you minus 4x cube. Minus 7x square minus 3x square, that will give you minus 10x square. Next term will be repeated. Going for the step 2, minus 4x cube upon x square will give you minus 4x. So writing minus 4x over here and multiplying 1 by 1, x square into minus 4x cube, 3x into minus 4x, so minus 12x square. 1 into minus 4x is minus 4x. Change the sign, cancel whatever is possible. Minus 10x square plus 2x square will give you 2x square. Plus 2x plus 4x will give you 6x, and 2 will be repeated. So going for the last step, step 3, 2x square upon x square. X square cancel, multiplying all three terms with 2. So 2 into x square, 2x square, 3 into 2, 6x, 1 2 the 2. Leave space, change sign, cancel what is possible. You see, r of x is 0, so yes, this term is the factor of this. This polynomial is the factor of this polynomial. Clear? Moving on to the next question. The third question is to divide this polynomial with this polynomial. So let us write x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. We have to divide it, minus 3x plus 1. Okay, many terms are missing. Let us try to solve it directly by simple process. So step 1, x raised to 5 upon x raised to 3. Answer is x raised to 2. So writing here x raised to 2 and multiplying these two numbers. So x cube into x square gives x raised to 5. Minus 3x into x square will give you minus 3x cube. Plus 1 into x square, so will give you x square. Leave space, change the sign. This term will be cancelled. Minus 4x cube plus 3x cube. So it is minus 4 plus 3 will give you minus x cube. Plus x square minus x square, this term will be cancelled. These terms I will be repeating. Okay. So we have minus x cube plus 3x plus 1. Alright. Now moving ahead with step number 2. So that is minus x cube upon x cube. So x cube cancel, only minus 1 will remain. So here we'll write minus 1. Hope it is visible. Minus 1. Multiplying x cube with minus 1 will give you minus x cube. Minus 3x minus 1. So plus 3x. Plus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Leave space. Change the sign. Let us see what happens. This term will be cancelled. Plus 3x minus 3x cancelled. Plus 1 plus 1, that will give you plus 2. If you focus on the remainder r of x, this is not 0. So our final answer will be no. The first polynomial is not the factor of second polynomial, as rx is not equal to 0. So this is how we will be doing this type of questions. So this is the end of question number 2.